The scripture talk about the hour of temptation that ain't gonna have no food around, and you're gonna see Esau over there with him wagon with food and say, hey, just come and take a chip, and you get food, and you eat for 3 days. You're gonna be tempted. You understand? You're gonna be caught up in concentration camps. But guess what? You're gonna keep the commandments, you're gonna stay faithful to the Lord, you ain't gonna surrender. You understand? They might be torturing you actually, hey, where your brothers? Sell them out, and you say, nah, I ain't doing that. I don't know what it is. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 54, it says, Phineas, our father, in being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant in an everlasting priesthood.
And how was he fervent? He slew a man because he was defiling the Lord's sanctuary. You understand? So you had to be fervent for the Lord. When you see men do shit concerning the Lord, you pull up on them. Just like what we out there, we cursing out the blasted homosexuals. Go ahead.
Right, it's verse 55, it says, Yahweh for fulfilling the word was made judge over Israel.
Yeah, and we fulfilling the word right now. We keeping the ministry. You understand? So we hoping to receive that crown.
It says, Caleb, for being witness before the congregation, received the heritage of the land.
Or we be a witness by saying, hey, nah, we're going over there and we conquering them people. We running. You understand? Because why you trust in the living power? Caleb saying, we running, we going. When all the men of Israel said, nah, the people running too big, Caleb was even saying, hey, we going over there, we conquering them people. Who is you to fear people? David, when David rise up, David say, who is this uncircumcised Philistine speaking against the armies of the Lord?
So David, for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom.
Hey, and guess what? You have to be merciful out here. As much as you bring down the hammer, you have to have balance with it. You must be merciful. That's why I said David for being merciful. You have to have mercy out here. David could have taken Saul's life twice. But guess what? He didn't do it. That's mercy. A man seeking your life, and you are the upper hand, and you take your life, that's being merciful. Tell him, hey, I cannot take your life, but guess what? I don't want that. That is mercy. The just man must be found merciful. You must have balance. You can't just want to just blame on the hammer all the time. The scripture says, when you judge, you shall also look for mercy.
God, yeah. Right? This verse 58, it says, Elias, for being zealous and fervent, for the law was taken up into heaven. And Ananias, Azarias, and Mishael, by believing, was saved out of the flames.
By believing. And now we're going to be here in the flames again. The scripture says, glorify ye in the fires. You understand? Glorify ye in the fires. Guess what? Hey, the concentration camp, that is fire. You understand? That is fire. That is our lowest state, that is hell. But believing that the Lord Yahweh shall come in to deliver us, guess what? We're going to be saved. Whether we be destroyed or whether we be saved, guess what? Just believe until the very end. Believe until the very end that the Lord Yahweh shall for us. When the scripture said, it doth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he appear, we shall be like him, because we believe on him. We believe that we're going to see him as he is. That's right. You understand? We believe that we're going to, as David said, I will rejoice when I awake and die like this. And that is what we're looking forward to. We're looking forward to getting hell out of here. We're looking forward to be delivered. We're looking forward for salvation. We're looking forward for the captivity of our enemies. Alright? And for the destruction of the wicked.
That's right.
That's right. Go ahead.
It says, verse 60, it says, Daniel, for his innocence he was delivered from the mouth of lions.
Yeah, for his innocency. So at the end of the day, you have to be innocent. You have to be innocent. You understand? When I say innocent, means that what? Make sure that you are the most in good standings. Be without blame unto the day of the Lord. You understand? If you love him, keep his commandments. No sidestep with the truth. Go ahead.
Verse 61, it says,
You know what sidestepping does? Sidestepping leads you off the straight path. Because the scripture said the path is so narrow that only one can pass at a time. So if you study to backtrack or sidestep, guess what? You're gonna fall, you're gonna lose your balance. Just keep going forward in truth. It's a narrow path, but keep going, it will make it. You're almost out. The Lord said his burden is easy and his yoke is light. This word not hard, this truth not hard. This ministry is not hard. But men make it hard. Go ahead.
Right, it says, verse 61, it says, and thus consider ye throughout all ages that none that putteth their trust in him shall be overcome.
Yeah, none that put a trust in him shall be overcome. When you read Psalms 37, it says, if I see anybody that put a trust in him, was confounded. You understand? No, pay trust in the Lord. You know what the Lord tell your disciples? That if you believe and doubt not, you will say you will say greater things that like you say unto this tree. You will say unto the mountain, be thou removed and go in the sea. But you have to believe and don't doubt, not for one, not 1 ounce, but 1 4 again. Believe and don't doubt.
Right.
You believe in the name of the Most High, have more faith in him. Have more faith in him. Don't doubt, don't even doubt yourself. Because doubting yourself is doubt. And if you believe to doubt in the Most High. Believe. Hey, right now, we are part of the elect until the Most High say otherwise. That's the mentality that I have. Don't know, I wonder if I'm part of the elect, boy. I don't feel the Lord dealing with me. Now you can't be like that. Believe that you're part of the elect until the Lord Yahweh Shai has reason to say otherwise.
Right? It says, verse 62, it says, fear not then the words of the sinful man, for his glory shall be dung and worm. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into the dust, and his thoughts is come to nothing. Wherefore, my son, be valiant, and show yourself men in the behalf of the Lord.
Hey, guess what? You know what men need to do? Men need to stop hiding themselves between archeology. Stop hiding yourself with numbers. You understand? Because when you hide yourself within numbers, you will speak boldly. But when you're by yourself, you won't speak boldly because why you put your trust in men. Suppose you're the only one out of all the numbers gonna make it. But if you put your trust in them and them fail, then you gonna fail. Because you put your trust in men and not in Yahweh Shimei Shai. Don't put your trust in numbers. Understand? Put your trust in Yahweh Shimei Shai. Understand? That's where to put your trust in. Good?
It says, therefore, my son, be valiant and show yourself men in the behalf of the law, for by it shall ye obtain glory.
Not by it you shall obtain glory, by the law. By keeping to this word, you will obtain glory. Understand? Scripture says, blessed are your eyes for you see. At least the Lord revealed unto us the mystery of his will, that we understand the times. The time people don't know what the times that they in. People thinking that they're gonna see pension. I talk about people in their 20s thinking this, they're gonna live to see pension and build house for their family and for them. That ain't, them days not gonna come. Them days not gonna come. We are the end. We are the end right now. Understand?
If I may say, today I go on to register my stepson in school. So my wife telling me, just now it's my son, and next 7 years is my little son. Now I say, girl, I don't want this guy. I want the same thing that my heaven coming. She tell me, I thought when I'm on that.
Of course.
Well, yeah, but then she as a tutor, as somebody outside here, she really and truly vexed that I talking about the kingdom of heaven. Like to share the state of mind and people and them and buy.
Is he gonna eat forward?
Subconsciously she know that could be if she has that same day.
Yeah.
She had to go back into order.
Spirit, she know yeah.
This is Psalms chapter 73 and verse 5. It says, Yeah.
If you listen to all these doctrines too, all these doctrines about stay in this kingdom and trying to fill up yourself in this place. All them other doctrines. They're not seeking for kingdom to come. You understand? Yeah, they're not seeking for kingdom to come. They're looking to stay in this place. They're looking to build up yourself in a fallen empire.
Yeah. So Psalm 49 and 11 it says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever and their dwelling places to all generations. They call the land after their own.
Hey, she say talk about death, right? This Colossians chapter 3 verse 3 says, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Mashiach in Yahweh. So we dead. We dead already. We dead to this world. You understand? But we are alive to righteousness, but dead to sin. You understand? We are alive. And our life is hid. That way people talk about the hidden ones. You understand? We are the hidden ones. Hey, we are part of the elect. We are part of the elect. You understand? We understand that think like that. Because that will eliminate doubt. When you start to think, but you know, I probably not part of the elect. That is when you're going to doubt, that when you're falling. But when you're thinking that you're part of the elect, that is not pride. Because to be part of the elect, you have to be humble. Greater than one, the more humble thyself. So you think you're part of the elect, then you have to look to be humble. You understand? And to act like part of the elect. Show faith with humility. You understand? To be proud. Because after pride commits shame. Pride brings death. You understand? Go ahead. You understand? This is Revelation. Hey, we dead. We dead. Our life, we dead right now. Because the world see us not. The world don't see who we are. So to them we dead. But we are alive and we live with our machine and strength. But them dead in trespass and sin. So them dead to the righteousness of Yahweh and strength. You understand? And when scripture said the Lord is the Lord of the living and not of the dead. And them dead. Then Romans chapter 8 and verse 36. As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us. Hey, like a woman come like another creature. If you let a woman take you on the street, then guess what? You're a mad man. And guess what? I seen that happen before. I seen that happen before. A woman lead a man straight out the truth, but guess what? He was in the truth. As the scripture said, they were not of us, or they would have no doubt continued with us. Anybody leave the truth? They wasn't in the truth. Just as I was saying, to cast no doubt. The Apostle Paul saying, yeah, I am persuaded. You understand? He had full assurance of what he was about. You understand? That way he was able to make that statement that, hey, I am persuaded that none of these things can really sway me from the love of the Most High. John 6 and 66, somebody read that, please, brother. John 6:66. Understand? Because in this truth, you have to be sure where you're about. Because if you're not sure, you're double-minded. Scripture talk about a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. And an unstable man sure to fall. And you don't want to be in that position where you win and fall, because I shame, I contempt. Alright? You want to be of elect of the men that the Most High going to accept and say, hey, this is my beloved son. This is my well pleased. Alright? 666. Yeah. Judge. Whereas the John chapter 6 and 66, it says, from that time, many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him. They draw back. And when you read in Hebrews 10:38, just shall live by faith. Alright, but those that draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in them. So you don't want to be like those disciples that walk back, that drew back. All right, because what one Western can. All right, because when they draw back, as the scripture in verse 39 says, Hebrews 10:39, they that draw back onto what position? Onto destruction. All right, go ahead.
Verse 68. It says, no, verse 67. It says, then said Yahushai unto the 12, will ye also go away? Then Simon Peter answered him, oh Lord, Yahweh, Lord, to whom shall we go? Thou hast the words of eternal life.
To whom shall we go? All right, coming out, leaving the truth. Where are going and going to? All right, where going and depend on? All right, where is it going and put your life and trust into? You have nothing out here in this world but death. All right, this is the path of life. All right, this year we will be walking in is the path of life. Path of light also. The rest of our paths out here is of darkness. All right, so you have to walk in this path.
This is Luke chapter 9.
Been done yet?
Right? 69. Verse 69 it says, and we believe and are sure that thou art the Mashiach.
They believed, sure, and are sure. They had full assurance, and that way you had to have in this truth. Full assurance, because a man that don't have assurance, you will see him, he'll barely come out and do the works. You understand? The Apostle Paul once mentioned it. How you know if a man really believe, it's how he just deal with the ministry. Alright? How often he just come out, how often he do his videos. I say you know if a man are sure that what he doing. Because this truth is not just saying I believe. Alright, your actions are to follow suit. Alright, it's not a talking thing. Alright? That will show that you believe, show that you are sure of who you're serving. Alright, and show that you want to make it, show diligence to make your calling and election sure. Go ahead.
John 6 and 69. It says, and we believe and are sure that thou art a Mashiach, the Son of the living power. Yahushai answered them, have not I chosen you, you 12, and none of you.
This is Luke chapter 9, verse 62. It says, and Yahushai said unto him, no man having put his hands to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of power.
Ain't fit for the kingdom. Once you put your hand to this plow, to this work, you're not supposed to look back into the things of the world. Remember Lot's wife. She looked back and she was destroyed. Alright, so many of you men that fall out of the truth, or that right now have your hands on the plow and looking back, be very careful. Alright, be very careful. Because this work, you have to be focused. The scriptures talk about your eye being single. You know the scripture says, faith sure by hearing and hearing by the word on the both sides. When you look up the word sure, they say we believe and are sure. But the reason why they believe is because they're ready. Because when you look up the word sure, it means to learn, to know. Somebody there in Romans chapter 10, verse 13. It's 14 all along there. To come to know. To get knowledge of perceive. Understand? To know, to understand. Understand? So they know and they believe because why? Because of the word. Man. You understand? 10, 14. That's why we are 10, 14. 10, 14. How do you know? How shall we? Yeah, except for pastor. Yeah, that's 10, 14. Yeah.
David?
You have it there? We talk about faith come by here. What now? What do you want?
Romans chapter 10, verse
4. Faith come by here.
yeah, this is Romans chapter 10, verse 14. That's what the question. It says, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?
Right.
And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
Right, so hey, to believe or to be assured that they hear. And that is why the prophets out here. That is why the Most High raise up these men. Right, these young men you see here, is the Most High's mouthpiece. The watchmen that the Most High sent out to give you warning, so that you could hear, so that you could also be assured and believe. Alright, because it's those that believe going and be saved. Alright? And believe in Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai.
Jump into 17. It says, so then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai.
So you all that pass it by and Alright, and not stopping to take your time to hear or to listen. Don't put yourselves, alright, in damnation. Alright, because they would have want to hear this. Alright, to have at least get understanding of what is going to take place or where we're supposed to be standing right now. Alright?
This is Revelation chapter 21 and 7. It says, he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son.
We'll jump to Revelation 12 and 11. It says, he that overcometh. Alright, and overcome. You're not going to just overcome, just you're not going to overcome by buying guns. Alright, you're not going to overcome. Huh?
This is you can tell them how they overcome.
Yeah.
In Revelation chapter 12 and 11, it says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony.
Overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimonies, and that is why we're out here, to bring out this word, to bring out this testimony, to testify of the goodness of Yahweh Basham Yahushua and his mercies, because we as a nation don't deserve to be standing here. Alright, we don't deserve to be a part of the Most High's blessings and honor, because we went off to a hole and a holy back. We went a whoring unto these dumb idols. Alright, we can get from the 1 Peter 1 and 19 just to show who's that lamb. Alright, because that lamb is not just any and anybody. Alright, that lamb is Yahweh Shai from Mashiach.
1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 19.
Alright.
It says, but with the precious blood of Mashiach, as of the Lamb without blemish and without spot, who verified.
Should we back from the top again, right?
Revelation, 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 19. Verse 20. Verse 19, it says, but with the precious blood of Mashiach, as the Lamb without blemish and without spot.
Right, that lamb, alright, the blood of the lamb that they overcame by was the blood of Yahweh Shai. Alright, that died for us, our other one, our Lord, that was an example on us, for us on the earth. Alright, he lived and he did the will of his Father. He said, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish it. You understand? And that is the mindset that we also had to adopt. I know you have a prison, and we're still holding it. Okay, bring it out real quick.
This is Romans chapter 14 verse 5. One man esteemeth one day, he said, above another, and another esteemeth every day like alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind.
Fully persuaded, you're sure. You understand? You understand where you're in. Scripture says when you're to count the course, to see if you're able to finish it. As the brothers was going to hold that this course is not just a walk in the park. You understand? It's not a Sunday morning, it's not float. It's coming with death, right? Perils, tribulations, trials, heartache, separation, alright, from your worldly family, separation from worldly friends, separation from the world itself. Alright, and you have to be able to bear that cross, bear that indignation. Because if it turns back due to them sort of circumstances, the Most High will see a fit. The scripture says, "What ye are my disciples, if you continue in my words." Alright, and hey, when you read scripture, the scriptures is the true comforter and not Muhammad and these false guys. Alright? Because in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 23, alright, it said, let us hold fast to the profession of our faith without wavering, because he is faithful that promise. Alright, after we go through all these afflictions, after we endure all these hardships, we have to count it all joy, because that which is promised for us, alright, that which we're going to receive on the other side, alright, to say, is greater than what we're going to go through here. Go ahead.
It's Romans chapter 8 verse 18. Says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
God, it's not worthy to be compared. This is what we're going through here right now. It's worthy to be compared to everlasting joy. Alright? Everlasting freedom. It's worthy to be compared to everlasting health and strength and juvenility. Alright? Because we're going to feel young. We're going to feel energized. You know, our streets going to be paved with gold. these heathen nations going to come and serve us. They're going to be our inheritance. Most I say, just ask of me, and I will give you these things. So what we got to do is just go through this. Because at the end of this road, is great reward. Alright?
I'll precept there for you. This is Micah 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me.
Yes, so you don't understand. We had to acknowledge, as the King David said. He said what? I acknowledge my transgressions. Against the only have I sinned. And we're going through this because we sin against the Most High. So it's not a buck up. When your father punishing you because you do wrong, it's not a buck up. It's to learn. Learn to do right. And that's what we're learning here. To do right. Because when you do wrong, the Most High does punish you. Alright, the Most High don't deal with you. And when the Most High not dealing with you, alright, there's a prey out there in the wilderness. Alright, your enemies will devour you, and we're seeing it today. Our enemies are devouring us. These are the ones we have to depend on for food. Alright, for whatever sustenance we need, and they're poisoning us. Alright, fluoride in the water, chemtrails in the air. We know the whole list of these wicked atrocities that the so-called white man doing to us right now. So what we have to do is not sit down and take it, or not get guns and fight against it, because that is his blessing. His blessing has already begun. So what we have to do is fight against carnality with spirituality. Alright? And Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai is the greatest spirit that I have out here. Alright? That's all.
So, 1 Peter 4 and 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial.
And when the Lord say beloved, when you hear in the scripture that mention the beloved, talking about the elect. Alright, the elect, all the brothers stay strong. Alright, we almost out of here. Go ahead.
It says, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice, inasmuch as ye are part of Yahweh Shai's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
We will be glad also with exceeding joy. And right now is that time when the prophets, they rejoicing in the spirit. You understand? We're heading to that climax of joy, because why? As pertaining to Luke 21 and 28, we can get a real quick. Luke chapter 21, verse 28. Alright, we see in that time, we see in it that the sequence of things that was prophesied of to happen before that great day, we're seeing it coming to pass today. Alright, you have it there?
Yeah. This is Luke 21 verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
Redemption draweth nigh. And when you read in the book of Jeremiah chapter 50, it says that our Redeemer, he is strong. And he said out of his own mouth, he's not coming to meet you like a man. So you know what? You're not going to be able to restrain him. You're not going to be able to move on emotions. You can't. Alright, he's coming back with the host of heaven, with his chariots like fire, like a whirlwind, to destroy the place, to mash up everything. That's why when I read Isaiah chapter 63, say, what I tread the winepress alone. And when I looked, there was none to help, and my own arm brought salvation. Isaiah 47 verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yet thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. He will take vengeance. You understand? Vengeance belongs to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. He tell us to what? Wait upon him till he rise up to the prey. Because we know that the wrath and the vengeance of the Most High is greater than the wrath and the vengeance of man. Hebrews chapter 10 verse 31. Anybody? Hebrews chapter 10 verse 31.
In Hebrews 10 and 31, and it says, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Look at what they have examples in the scriptures. What you're going to Pharaoh and the army. Alright, look what happened to the Philistines. You understand? Look what happened to all the enemies of Israel. They fell into the hands of the living power, and he wanted to destroy them. Sodom and Gomorrah also. The Most High destroyed them. His hands was upon them. And this was going to happen a second time. But this second time when the Lord stretched forth his hand is to what? Redeem the remnant of his people. You understand? And when his hand is stretched forth, it's going to bring balance. You understand? Destruction to the wicked and salvation to the righteous. And that's why we are on this side, because what? It's through the terror of the Most High, we persuade men.
That's right.
And while we persuading men, we're making sure and work up our own salvation with fear and trembling. Because as the Apostle Paul says, you don't want to come out and preach. And then after you preach, you